What's good? So I don't want to have a huge long debate video over this, but this is their teaser for the next Dokkan Fest. I'm gonna assume, I mean, stranger things has happened, and I'm not expecting this to be an LR or anything like that. I've seen some comments as people were like, oh, LR this, and I'm like, it shouldn't be an LR, it shouldn't be slated that way. It should just be a Dokkan Fest card, especially since we just had a Rising Carnival banner as well too. Crazier things have happened, but I think it should just be a regular TUR Dokkan Fest if we get here. And yeah, from the community currently right now, there's been a whole lot of Daima talk, Kefla talk, and Ribrianne talk, which I don't mind, because like you see the panel right here where this over here is the three panels that pretty much just, I mean, mirrors exactly what this is. The only thing about this is I had Ribrianne up because that's Ribrianne's colors and stuff like that. The only thing about this is that when you go to Daima, like they do like to focus quite a bit on basically from the 11th year anniversary. So whatever the anniversary that we have and the units that we get, a lot of the units sort of that come out revolve around those cards, and sometimes it may not be specifically like mirrored cards, but it could be a situation where it may be like one saga from it or anything. Like we got a lot of Majin Buu saga stuff, and against it's right before Daima, like it happens like right after, like Daima happens after, so makes a lot of sense in that point. And then we went straight in to Super, and towards the end of Super stuff when we got the Tournament of Power currently right now, and we had Tournament of Power stuff, and we still have GT stuff that's still, you know, wondering what's going to happen with that, because we did get a little bit of GT and they haven't, you know, did anything with GT or anything at that point in time. But for the most part, it's sort of been a niched around all of that stuff. So to me, seeing if it is Daima, the thing about it is that we don't have mini Daima Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So we already got Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We already have adult Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4. Well, technically just Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We don't have Super Saiyan 3 in there. We just have the animation of the transformation. We don't have the adult version of the card. And it also could be like Super Saiyan 3 Do, or Super Majin 3 Do, or something like that. It could be him as well that we get, because this is just the hint, just a sort of teaser to see what it is, what the unit will actually be. We could get Mini-Goma. We could actually get Mini-Goma that does transform into Big Goma. We could have that. It's a slew of things that are still up on the table that we can necessarily get from this. It's just, I'm sort of like, bro, do we need Daima again? Because remember how long it took them to even do Daima, and then now we're like, oh, here's Daima from last year. Oh, more Daima for the anniversary, and then boom, Daima again before the Global Dokkan campaign. That's kind of wild. Kind of like they're beating this dead horse at this point in time. And don't get me wrong, Daima is like lit and stuff like that. But if I had to be honest with you, I'd probably prefer. Well, no, I don't know. I can't say that, because LR Kefla is something that a lot of people have necessarily really wanted, and since this isn't going to be LR, then I can't say, oh yeah, we'll get another Kefla. Can't say that. Not here, not just yet. Just for the simple fact that it would just feel weird if we got Kefla and it wasn't an LR like everyone was wanting. Like it was like, oh, here comes another TUR Kefla. Okay, great. This is probably going to be a good unit at the beginning, and then in a couple of weeks or so, she's going to get mogged out and not be good again, or whatever. And I mean, I guess there's some units that can get some easy A's and stuff like that out of it. But for this celebration right now, I don't think there's anything that can get an easy A from this. It's just more of like, oh, here's Daima, and then maybe it's, you know what, this could probably, since it is like a high percentage of probably going to be Daima, I won't say 100%, because they like to screw with us quite a bit, but I got a hair in my eyes, so that's why I keep doing this. But if it is, then I'm expecting another free-to-play card, I guess. I I think this has a part 2 in the middle. This should have a part 2, so we'll have the Dokkan Fest and an LR, but they're gonna have to pick some units and give Easy Ace from maybe out of Majin Buu Saga. I guess they could pick some Majins and give them some Easy Ace. And I know I'm saying that, and I know somebody's gonna be like, well, the part 2 LR could be Voldemort. At this point in time, I'm just gonna substitute the LR Kid Boo's name. I know, just gasp, because I said is y'all treat that card just like Voldemort, bro. Y'all never speak of it. Never speak of its name at this point. So LR Voldemort, like, who knows at that point in time. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. That would just piss me off to the maximum if literally that was to happen for a part 2. So I don't see that at all. But they would have to pluck other things to get Easy A that's around that time if it is Daima, because this is going to be a very limited I won't say campaign, a little yeah, I guess a little campaign or something. It's not a big celebration, like it. So a little campaign. It's going to be limited to see what we get. I'm sure whatever comes out, people might be eyeing it a little bit differently, just because, you know, they don't want to have the cooler effect where they think that the unit is going to be like, okay, or the unit's going to be all right, and then the unit turns out to be absolutely bonkers and has the best team in the game. Stuff like people going to keep an eye out on it, but I still don't think there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be swayed into the summoning this, unless, like I said, this is a TUR that has insane animations, and that hasn't happened in a while, I feel like. But insane animations, and the card's just like godly. Like, if we're talking about rivaling cooler, then woo, and it has a really good sort of supporting cast around it, then yeah, I could probably see some people going a little crazy over it. But for the moment of this, I don't see that much at all, just because even if it is Daima, it had to be something pretty heavy. It had to be something pretty heavy, because you got to remember these 2 banners is going to come out, and I think it is 2 banners. These 2 banners are going to come out is going to be what is sort of enticing you to get trapped into, you know, spinning a couple of dragons. So let loose a couple of Dragon Stones out before you get into the 400 million global Dokkan campaign, which again still will give a decent amount of Dragon Stones. So if you're ever wondering about that, like, oh man, I don't think I'll have enough to spare, you will definitely have enough to spare. It's a big celebration. Anytime we get a big celebration, you know, they give out a ton of Dragon Stones. I don't even think I did the count for the Transcended, but I feel like the Transcended gave out a decent little bit. Obviously, the Anniversary gave out quite a bit, and the Global Dokkan campaign is going to give out quite a bit. And to be fair, I think the Global Dokkan campaign will probably be the thing that actually gets multiple top grossings, depending on what it is and how well these units are, because it is another meta stuff. Depending on that, like, you know, you got a little bit that you can bank in on, so you can let loose with a couple of Dragon Stones if you really so choose to. I'm not going to tell you to or not. It don't matter to me. It's not my box, you know, that's missing out on things. But for the most point, Daima seems like the front runner for this, and this is, I mean, it's basically damn, like, I mean, you're literally looking right here. It's literally like straightforward. Like, this is like, it's not even a deep cut or anything like that. But I have to say, for the sake of everything, I know I scared you a little bit, but for the sake of everything, I have to say that anything is possible, and they could literally just throw something out in the wind and there it is, and come up with something out of it. Like, you just never know. I mean, you can scroll down through here, you can see where most people are just talking about Daima stuff, and then you see like a Ribrianne out of nowhere. I don't think that's gonna happen at all. But you see where it's like most of the things is just Daima. Okay, Daima. This is what we're gonna get. We're gonna get, what the hell was that shit? Supreme Kai out here with the Z sword, hella buff. Okay, it ain't gonna be. Oh my heavens!
Oh hell no! That's hell no! Whoa!
Scrolling on that and seeing, oh, scratchy ass. That's a deep cut. Not even gonna cap with you, because a lot of people don't even know really about him all that much, and it's not like Dokkan has a whole lot of representation of him in the game because they're just like, fuck him. If that happened and it was a TUR, that's another movie boss. I don't know about Power Absorb, or I mean, it's not a I wouldn't say terrifying conquerors of the tough ones and stuff like that. I wouldn't say terrifying conquerors for that. I was about to say terrifying conquerors hockey for some reason. I was too much One Piece in the brain right there. Literally about said conquerors hockey, but that is a deep cut, man. He was not even on the radar for me whatsoever at all. Like, was not. And the hell no, if it's this boy, look how far his damn suit go up and stuff like that. It looked like he got the Urkel effect going on. He just put it all up in straight full on grandpa status, past unk status, like you know, when you like way down here, like you YN, then you get like right up in here and be like an actual civilized person, and they be like, okay, well, you unk status at that point. This the hell no. When you up here, when it's past your navel up here or damn near on your chest, hell no, bro. That's grandpa status. Like, no, we definitely don't want that. I tell you right now, I that's one I do not want to see. If that popped up, I'd be like, hell no. That's an automatic skip. But for the most part, you know, we thinking Daima. Like, we genuinely thinking Daima. It ain't gonna be no damn Ginyu for us at all. So let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about Dokkan's sort of teaser here. Do you think this is legitly just Daima? They're just like, they should have just came out and tweeted Daima's next. Something from Daima is next. I feel like that's what they should have done. Just something from Daima is next. But let me know in the comment section below. Have an awesome day /night. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.